Imagine the heat of the desert, the golden sands of Egypt, and in the midst of this majestic land, a queen has fallen. Cleopatra, the last monarch of ancient Egypt, dies today in Alexandria. Her story has kept all of Rome in a constant state of suspense, fascination, and scandal. But now, Egypt's throne stands empty. Good evening, and welcome to CHN. Tonight, we delve into the story of one of the most fascinating figures of antiquity, a woman who defied the limits of her time and left an indelible mark on the fate of two great civilizations, Egypt and Rome. We're talking about Cleopatra, the last pharaoh of Egypt, whose reign was marked by political intrigues, strategic alliances, and a love that changed the course of history. At just 18, she rose to power in a kingdom steeped in betrayal, and throughout her life, she faced challenges that would lead her to make decisions that turned her into a legend. Today, in our special report, we'll recount the incredible story of the queen who won the hearts of Rome's most powerful men and, in the end, made a choice that sealed her fate forever. Don't miss it. At just 18 years old, Cleopatra rises to power in Egypt, a kingdom filled with intrigue and betrayal, where political shifts are as dangerous as they are inevitable. Alongside her brother, Ptolemy XIII, she shares the throne but is soon forced to take control of the country amid growing instability. Cleopatra is unlike the other young queens of her time. She is shrewd, determined, and possesses a keen intelligence that makes her stand out in a world dominated by men. Multilingual and highly educated, her ambition knows no limits. From the beginning, her priority is to protect her throne, and she's willing to do whatever it takes to achieve it. The young queen faces a multitude of adversities, including exile and internal power struggles, but her vision for the future is clear. She soon forges one of the boldest and most consequential alliances in history. She allies herself with Julius Caesar, the most powerful man in Rome. Their meeting in Alexandria, a daring and symbolic move, marks a turning point in her life. Her relationship with Caesar is not just political, but also personal. Together, they rule Egypt and have a son, Caesarion, who becomes the symbol of a possible union between Egypt and Rome, an idea that, while hopeful, also sparks fierce rivalry between the two great empires. However, Cleopatra's story takes an unexpected turn when Julius Caesar is assassinated in 44 BC. Instead of collapsing, the Egyptian queen redoubles her efforts to hold on to power. Now, her sights turn toward Mark Antony, another of Rome's great leaders. With him, she forms a relationship that quickly becomes one of the most controversial in history. Together, they share a vision of power that challenges the established order, and over time, they come face to face with Octavian, Caesar's heir and their most dangerous enemy. The confrontation with Rome reaches its climax at the infamous Battle of Actium, where Cleopatra and Mark Antony risk everything for control of the throne. That conflict, which would determine the lovers' fate, ends in their defeat. Octavian emerges victorious, and the situation becomes unsustainable for the Egyptian queen. Surrounded by Roman troops and with no means of escape, Cleopatra makes a decision that would seal her fate. History tells us that the queen, determined not to be taken as a prisoner to Rome, chooses death at the hands of an asp, a venomous snake that she herself requests. With this dramatic choice, she avoids the humiliation of being paraded as a captive before the Roman people. Her death does not go unnoticed, and the news spreads quickly across the empire. Egypt, the ancient and glorious kingdom that had endured for millennia, now falls under Roman control. Cleopatra is not merely another queen. She is a symbol of power, intelligence, and resilience. Her legacy transcends her time, marking a milestone in the history of both Rome and Egypt. Her life, filled with intrigue, romance, and tragedy, remains a subject of fascination and debate. Cleopatra was, without a doubt, A woman who not only fought for her power but left a profound mark on the collective memory of humanity. Her story, written in the annals of time, lives on in the imagination of generations to come. And that's all for tonight's news. Don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to our channel to continue enjoying history from a fresh perspective.